Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookham here, and today is truly a sad day in bodybuilding history. The great Bill Pearl has left us, just shy of his 92nd birthday, and we mourn this terrible loss in bodybuilding. I saw the tributes flooding in this morning, European time of course, and it is truly devastating to lose a friend and such an icon of bodybuilding because in all honesty, there are no better words to describe Bill. Bill and I had been chatting since the last about 5 years, and I told him that in my opinion, he was the true pearl of the golden era, and I meant every word. He wrote back to me writing, "Kinder words have never been spoken," and our friendship began. In this video, I would like to pay tribute to Bill Pearl, to whom I consider to be in definitely the top 5 of the greatest bodybuilding icons of all time. I would like to celebrate his incredible life and achievements. Please join me in celebrating Bill Pearl by watching this video tribute, which is based on his biography titled Beyond the Universe. And I will say a few words regarding my friendship with Bill towards the end of this video. Most of the footage of Bill Pearl in this video is supplied by GMV Bodybuilding and is available in the download link in the video description. Born William Arnold Pearl on the 31st of October 1930 on the Warm Springs Indian Reservation near Prineville, Oregon, Bill's first athletic endeavor was boxing, and after getting beat up by his older brother took up weight training after seeing a circus strongman from the 1940 Washington State Fair perform on an elephant. Bill's first gym in 1945 was in his parents' basement, in which he would train with his own set of the York Big Ten Special, which was a barbell set, which he bought for himself back in the day. Training 3 times a week using the York courses and 2 apple crates as a bench, he began to build his physique. Bill quickly developed strength and size, able to perform a 100-pound one-arm snatch by the 9th grade. Bill would later train at the Yahima YMCA, and as his strength improved, he began wrestling and playing football, receiving university scholarships. In 1950, Bill would enlist for the US Navy and met Leo Stern, his future bodybuilding trainer. Interestingly, Bill's father taught him hypnosis, which Bill would master, and for example, he would apply self-hypnosis during his bodybuilding career before his training sessions to digest his food better and to improve his recovery, strength, and muscular gains while sleeping. Leo would record Bill's measurements, write out customized 6-week training programs, demonstrated the proper method to do each exercise, and kept records of Bill's gains. Bill, in turn, was meticulous in keeping notes on his own training, that is, the sets, the reps, the poundage for each exercise, his body weight, and measurements throughout his entire bodybuilding career. It was at Stern's gym that Bill decided that he would enter the gym business in the future and would later open his very famous Bill Pearl's Gym. Bill's bodybuilding career took off in 1953 after winning the AAU Mr. Southern California and the AAU Mr. California titles, which culminated in Bill's debut and win in the AAU 1953 Mr. America title. To finish off an already successful year, Bill Pearl became the first bodybuilder in history to win the AAU Mr. America and NABBA Mr. Universe in the same year, that is 1953, as an amateur, beating Sean Connery, the bodybuilder and actor who later played James Bond. Besides being a successful bodybuilder, Bill would also perform many strength feats during appearances, tearing car license plates, bending spikes, and blowing up hot water balloons, and even dress up like Eugene Sandow and perform the famous posing exhibition while covered in white talcum powder to give the illusion, this kind of look, of watching a black and white film. Bill would go on to win the 1956 Mr. USA title and then the Professional Mr. Universe in 1956 in the tall class division, but would lose the overall title to Jack Dellinger. but would then be crowned as the NABBA Pro Mr. Universe 3 times in 1961, 1967 and 1971, defeating the likes of Reg Park, Sergio Oliva and Frank Zane after his infamous worldwide challenge to all bodybuilding greats, which is still of course talked to this day, as the much anticipated Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Bill Pearl contest never came to be. Bill retired from bodybuilding competition at the age of 41 and later went on to train Chris Dickerson for the 1982 Mr. Olympia, which I would dare to say was Bill's final great achievement in the sport of bodybuilding. During his retirement, Bill would continue to train bodybuilders in his gym and author several classic books on bodybuilding, including Bill Pearl's Keys to the Inner Universe, which is regarded as the Bible of bodybuilding exercises. Bill was also an avid historian on the Iron Game and would write a 3-volume set of books titled Legends of the Iron Game, which is really a thesis covering the great characters of strongmen and bodybuilders throughout history. Bill was also an avid collector of bikes and cars, holding one of the most impressive collections on the planet. Some of you may be wondering why I never interviewed the great man, and this is because Bill's health was in decline. He had been suffering from Parkinson's disease and even in his declining health still had the strength and courage to write me often, which said a lot about his state of mind and spirit, a fighter to the end. This last year had been a tough year for Bill, as he had suffered an accident in his backyard in the summer, but again, like the true fighter Bill was, he pulled through. Unfortunately, since then I had not heard from Bill and I knew he wasn't doing well. I really wanted to explain all of this in the end of this tribute because I would rather, and I am sure Bill would also rather, that we remember him as the great bodybuilding icon and pioneer. For this reason, he did not wish to appear on video with me in such a frail state, although, as I said, we chatted often. So that was my tribute to the great man, bodybuilder, strongman, trainer, author, bodybuilding historian, and car collector, Bill Pearl. Bill, my dear friend, may you rest in peace, and may the heavens receive you with open arms. God has collected his pearl from this earth, and may he cherish your presence. Now go join your iron brothers in the heavens, and when we hear the thunder from the skies, we will know that you just killed another set. Rest in peace, Bill Pearl. That is all I have to say. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying, bye for now.